In 1895, Vilfredo Pareto, an Italian economist, noticed that the top 20% of the population in Italy controlled roughly 80% of the country's wealth. He called this group the vital few. From his insight, the Pareto principle has been applied mostly to time management techniques. And in that context, it suggests that 2 out of 10 items on any to-do list is more than the other 8 items put together. Almost a century later, Dr. Ellie Goldratt introduced the theory of constraints. Goldratt found that to achieve any goal, there is always one biggest bottleneck or constraint that sets the speed at which you achieve it. My name is Jasper Zielenberg. I'm the founder of Retailisation, an inventory management platform for retailers, mainly in the fashion and sporting goods industry. Now, what do these principles have to do with supply chains to retail? Well, if the goal of a retailer is to make money, then they need consumers who come to buy. And if the goal of supply chains is to meet demand everywhere and all the time, then the biggest constraint, therefore, is when consumers cannot find what they are looking for when they visit a store or a web shop. And when roughly 80% of the sales typically come from no more than 20% of the assortment, these vital few must simply be available. Imagine a store that offers an assortment that consists of only 10 items, and one of these is out of stock. A 10% stock out, but this could represent much more than 10% revenue loss, because when this item is one of the vital few, you could be losing as much as 40% of your revenue. Of course, in real life, assortments are much bigger, and demand changes all the time in an increasingly omni-channel retail world, and this makes it much harder to make supply meet demand. But it's not necessarily more complex, because the key to agile supply chains, besides data of course, is the relentless application of these simple principles, but then at scale, and that's what we do. While the technology may be complex and in the cloud, our solutions are still based on the simple principles of Pareto and Goldratt. At Retailisation, we use retail data to deliver automated supply chain decisions that increase sales and profits while reducing lost sales and redundancy. Get in touch if you want to know how we can help you achieve the true potential of your retail business.